Welcome to Sisters and Shambles. I'm A,
I'm Tia.
and we'll be your silly hosts.
Oh goodness.
So, what you do today, girl?
Let's. Oh, okay. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
about to get real personal. Anybody who know me know I am lactose intolerant,
Oh,
and I was recently celebrating my birthday, and y'all know how I have a list of freebies that I get. So, on one of these restaurants was a milkshake.
yummy.
Now I knew that I wasn't supposed to have this milkshake. And I thought I was cute. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to drink this milkshake. Well, I'm dumb.
It was your birthday.
And I had chia seeds in the morning, chia seed water.
Oh.
And, Duke went driving and went to go get my little freebie milkshake. Okay? Delicious cookies and cream milkshake.
Your favorite.
About 10 minutes down the road, the BGs showed up for work.
My man came in a suit.
Oh, I was fighting tears in the front seat of the car. I was like, Lord. It was like white chicks. He was like, move. It was,
Right. Oh, heaven.
mind you, we were nowhere near our destination. And I don't like public bathrooms.
That is the worst.
So
thing
I am
ever.
like clenching my cheeks, sweating bullets. I'm flushed. And I'm praying to the Lord that nothing slips past my cheeks. Because why would I set myself up like
My
this?
goodness. My goodness.
It was delicious. But now I'm wondering, was it worth it?
Was it?
Yes.
So that means you'll do it all over again.
At a closer destination. At a closer. Let me be near the toilet first.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That way, I'm good.
I definitely know that. Know that feel, boy.
But on 295, midday traffic, no. You talking about somebody was in shambles?
Oh,
Baby, my guts was in shambles. It was bad. So yeah, that's what I did today. That's what I did today. Sorry, y'all, but I told y'all I don't cut nothing. All of y'all take a little dumpsky doodly anyway.
oh
so.
yes, a doodly and a dumpsky, you do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No one
what
can
you
say
do?
anything different.
What are you doing?
Girl, trying to find the meaning of life. Apparently, 'cause that's what I wrote down here. Because I read an article where it was like, are you living a meaningful life? And I had to go and think, and I'm like, damn, am I? Is it meaningful?
Is it?
I guess to each his own.
Do you think your life is meaningful?
I never thought about it. I'm just living. That's it.
facts.
But
But do you like the life you live in?
It's pretty cool. Would I change it? No. I wouldn't change it. The only reason why I wouldn't change it because I don't like regrets. I don't do regrets because if I
regrets.
told you something at that time in that moment, then that's what I meant to say to your ass at that time in that moment. Okay,
And she meant it. And she meant it.
So it's like it's at that point in time where I don't. So yeah, I mean, in order for me to, when you look at if I look at my life, it's more of like growth and everything. And then as I get to a certain point, in age or life and stuff like that, I do reflect. I don't regret. I reflect on what I could do a little bit better.
Okay.
Either for myself or my family, or just in general, because I am still trying to learn people, because I don't go through those things that other people go through, and I am so like, really? Is that what? I don't go through that. I at least, and I sit back and I do look, and I'm like, am I missing something? Am I lying to myself that I didn't, go through something? But I look at it, I'm like, dang, I never thought about that. Like,
Right.
people do affirmations. I never understood that. And it's like, why? Let me tell y'all, people. these folks who do those affirmations are actually mean people. So I'm not exactly sure if this is something to try to help them to be better, or is it just to fool themselves to fake that they are
I
good
need an
or something like
elaboration.
that.
What do you mean they're mean people?
What I mean by it is that they are mischievous people. They don't do right by, you know what I'm saying? They just do things that is
Is
like
this somebody you
ill-hearted
know personally
around
or
stuff.
somebody on the
Yeah.
interwebs?
No. This is like personally. And also, not personally, but it's like,
Oh, we
I
need
know
to
people
talk. I
at
want
work.
the detail.
No. It's like people at work or people that I may see like on the street or even talking to other people, just people in general, and now or even on the web, and I hear people talk about, you know, like they need.
So
some
you're
type
not
of
talking
good
about
words
personal
and
affirmations. You're talking
No.
about people who are telling people these affirmations.
Well, these are people who have these affirmations like on their wall. So say for instance you have in your room and it's like be good to the XYZ. So it's like, why do you need that to you know what I'm saying, to be good?
I get what you're saying.
Maybe I'm not explaining it right. It's just
No, I
more
get what
so
you're
who's
saying.
like,
Because like
know,
you should
you're-
already be a good person. So why do you need the
right
thing there to
or-
remind you to be a good person?
Mhm. Absolutely. And even though they have it still, those affirmations, they do not take heed to them whatsoever. Whatsoever.
So basically, they're not practicing what they preach.
Absolutely.
Understood. Okay, now I see where you're going.
Absolutely. So it's just a lot of those things. So again, I'm still like trying to learn people, especially like women. Even though there are things that I don't go through that women go through. I just, some things I just cannot relate to.
But you also don't give a crap about a lot of things that people care about, though.
What you mean? I do care.
No, you don't.
I care.
You do not. You do not.
There's some things I don't care.
We're not doing that. But you don't care about a lot of the things that other people may care about. But that's just you. That's just you, though. You know what I'm saying? Some people care about certain stuff that you be like, why the heck does that even matter?
True, and that could be because I was like, because I'm the oldest. And then by you being the oldest, you kind of go through the mud with the parents or the parent and all stuff. So you're growing with them and all this stuff. May not be a right growth, but you're growing with them. So, you know what I'm saying? So those type of things. So you kind of look at things different. I'm going to look at things different than my middle sibling or the last sibling or something like that. So I guess so.
Everyone's
I'm
journey
still
isn't the
learning.
same. So
Yeah.
yeah, life ain't linear, and it ain't the same for everybody. That's for sure.
That is so true.
Well, I'm glad we had this philosophical moment.
Oh.
But I saw some crap. Here I go with the Reddits. And it's always some foolishness that somebody has going on. So this man said, okay, his wife went on a girl's trip. But old girl came back wearing another man's hoodie. Okay? Short and sweet. So, as you read above, my wife and her best friend went on a trip, and she came back wearing a hoodie that they didn't buy. It's obviously old and very worn in. And I asked about it. She admitted a guy gave it to her, and it smells like a man's cologne. She said, I'm a downright butthole, and no other guy will be pissed about that. So am I the butthole?
Of course not. You're not the butthole. It's like, seriously. My girl goes on a girl's trip, come back with, there's no dudes on this trip. She comes back with a dude's hoodie that still reeks of his scent. Okay?
How are you in this man's space for so long that he offered you his hoodie?
Yes.
So they
Absolutely.
was somewhere cartwheeling together.
Let alone what makes you think it was appropriate to even...
And then gonna bring it back and
bring
then
it
try to
back.
flip
Yeah.
the script
Yeah.
on your husband.
Absolutely.
Girl, you
How do you do
nasty.
that? How do you do that?
Why y'all trifling? And why you gonna try to flip the script on that man like that? Knowing you the trifling one. Ma'am, you are the butthole. You had no business.
Oh my goodness.
You had no business.
None.
If you needed your back blown out that bad,
you should have just stayed there.
you should have just stayed home.
I don't get that. I don't get the girls trip either. But again, see, another thing, as I understand, some girls, I guess, need a.
Some people like their time with their girls.
I guess maybe because I ain't got no friends. Y'all.
That's exactly your problem.
That's what it is.
That's exactly your problem.
I'm good with that.
You don't have no friends that you want to hang out with.
I'm good with that because I don't believe in friends. So that's another thing. That's a whole nother story, y'all. I just don't.
Well, me and my girls been rocking since
either family or enemy
forever, and we had a little girls trip. But none of us are disgusting, deplorable humans. So we had a good girls trip where we spent time with each other,
right,
and had a good time on the beach and drink. Well, they drank. Unfortunately, I was not able to. But yeah, so you get what I'm saying?
Right.
We had a good time. But two of us were married at the time, and again, we had fun.
Yeah, both were married at the time.
Yeah, this was 2017.
Oh,
we both were married.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I don't know why I think this is still fresh.
And don't everything feel still like
fresh. Not you. I was talking about the other two.
Oh.
It was like it just seems fresh still. That's what I'm saying.
Is it because our other girl just recently got married? Is that why it still seems fresh?
I don't know. I'm still thinking you're still engaged. Don't mind me whatsoever because
seems like your timeline.
I don't even know. Yeah, my
correctly.
timeline has not lately since I reached a certain age level, almost near 50. Yeah, days you don't even count.
Did y'all hear that? She admitted it. She's near 50,
near
but she don't look it though.
50.
She look good.
Near 50.
However, boy, I'll be over here looking at these 50 years old, and I'm like, why am I aging like a banana? Because what is?
Hey, at least
what
you
am I
don't
doing
age like
wrong?
a fruit fly. You ever seen that porno?
I have never in my life heard anyone say they age like a fruit fly.
That fruit fly was dead in 2 seconds.
Wow.
He went from infant to death.
That's a mayfly. You know mayflies only live for 24 hours.
Get out of here.
They don't even have mouths.
Oh, poor thing.
They don't even have mouths. They hatch, they fly, they die.
So what's the point of them? Are they just food for
They
other
just
animals?
mate. They mate, and I guess
Food
for other animals. But they literally only live for 24 hours. That's it.
Jeez. Poor thing.
They live to die.
Poor thing.
That's so sad.
I can't even imagine that.
That's sad. I can't either. Because what you put me here for?
My man is Valhalla every time.
Every time I'm getting sucked back into the vortex. What do you mean? Like,
oh, poor.
But so anyway,
thing.
I'm sorry. Back to this woman. So yeah. So sir, we established you not the butthole, ma'am. You are, and
yeah.
I want to know the outcome. What you do? What was your end game, sir? Did you boot her? Did you get rid of her? Did y'all go to counseling to work it out? Like, how did that work? Did she confess that she horizontal pokered with this man? I want to know what happened. Now, I'm not saying that she
lied and
but
said it was a girl's trip, but actually she was over there fiddling, daddling.
Was Samantha actually Sam?
Damn.
Ooh.
What a mystery.
That's a good question.
Yep.
I'm going out with Bianca. We're going to Jamaica. Whole time her and Bill in Hawaii somewhere.
Shacking up. She getting tans all over the place.
Oh, man. Just busting down all over Ailani Beach. Oh, that's gross.
That's crazy.
You're deplorable. That's nasty. I'm sorry, sir, that you had to find out through another man's hoodie.
Right.
And I know that scent is going to haunt you forever.
It may trigger him. He may.
It is going to be a trigger
somewhere else. No, well, it depends on how deeply he was for this female. Now, if she was just
that's
at top
his
level,
wife. Oh, I'm pretty sure they were in deep. Like There was a whole ceremony, papers.
Not unless they did it for financial reasons.
At
You get some people who
the
join.
end of the day, that was that man's wife. For whatever reason.
Girlfriend said, I need a little sand.
Yikes.
Oh, poor thing.
With that being said, because cheaters are an ick for me. Okay? And I saw that there was somebody posted about icks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the question was, this was on TikTok, okay? Somebody said, tell me something that gave you the ick about someone you were dating. Give me the pettiest and most unhinged reason. Y'all, these comments had me in tears.
My goodness.
Okay? So, the pettiest and unhinged reason, okay, that someone gave you the ick, the person you were dating, the ick, okay? He said toodles for goodbye.
What the hell?
Imagine your man. He's sitting there, okay, toodles. I would.
Yeah, it'd be a little awkward for me.
No, bye, sir.
Toodles?
Toodles. And it's every time he said goodbye, not just once in a while of being playful.
Right.
This was his finisher for every conversation. Toodles. Imagine he talking to his friends. Yeah, man, I'm about to, we about to go. Good night, nigga. All right, toodles. What?
Toodles.
Toodles. Okay. So somebody said, oh, that's embarrassing. He was buying fake likes on IG. Oh. Social media got y'all so hinged up like this that y'all are buying fake likes.
I didn't know you can do that.
Me and my two followers are gonna rock out hard. Okay. I'm not buying. Me and my two followers gonna rock out hard. I'm not buying fake likes. That's too much. Just to feel like or make people think that you're popular or something. Like,
I didn't know you can buy them.
you can buy likes, you can buy followers. It's been like that for a while.
I knew you can get the certain things or whatever, but I didn't know you could do it on that platform.
Wow. Now this is a true ick. Oh. He foamed at the mouth every time we argued. Sir, wipe your mouth.
How about you drink water?
Ugh, foaming at the mouth, you animal. What is going on? Ew, and then the argument over, he like, to give me a kiss. Ew.
Sometimes that stuff be spitting out. And stuff. Like, I remember used to talk to someone. It was a student. And I was... you need water. That's all you need is water.
Hydration.
Yep.
Is key. Okay, so another one. Okay. He was fine, but his breath stank. Ooh, that's tough. Imagine you got somebody so fine in front of you, like, ooh, I'm about to kiss him. But then 2 inches away from his mouth, the stench hit you and wrap around your neck.
Halitosis.
You like, ooh, wait a minute. And he like, what's wrong?
Man.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
Like, how you so fine and so stank?
Nobody never tell him?
Clearly nobody ever tell.
No one never
because
told
some
him.
people are nasty and the fine probably outweighed the funk. And that will never happen for me. The way my stomach's set up, boy, I done threw up in your mouth. You better get away from me. That's gross. That's nasty. I'm like, nah, here, we gonna try again another day. Here's the toothbrush and the mouthwash and the number to my dentist, because we're gonna get to the bottom of this. You too fine to be smelling like this, baby, and I can't kiss you under these conditions. So let's try again another time. Ain't gonna work.
Ooh,
Ain't gonna work. You gotta ask him, like, you got tonsil stones? What's in your throat? Like, no.
Let me see
Gross.
your tongue, because you haven't brushed your
Girl,
in years.
these men are sassy. He paid a photographer to take photos for Instagram. She said, like, okay, baddie.
Oh.
Yo, is social media that serious?
Yeah,
People are
I'm
paying
curious.
full money for a photographer for social media.
Yeah.
He could have did the same pictures on his phone and just edited them drinks appropriately. That's it.
Wow, you got money
Wow.
like that to do that, I guess? A photographer is not cheap.
No, they're not. Photographers are not cheap at all. Okay, so she said, what? He told me about how his ex did him dirty and cried so hard about her, he accidentally farted. I ain't seen him in 3 years.
My man blew it.
You know how hard you gotta be crying to accidentally fart? Do you know how hard? And you crying to me about your ex? And you crying with pressure? We're done. Good job for you for not seeing that man for 3 years.
That nigga was gassed out.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
What? And she allowed him to do all this boo-hooing?
She sat there and looked. I'm like, nigga, get, boy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you got to go, sir.
Oh, boy. They made me say bad things again. Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Ooh.
Oh, no. He wore flip-flops to a movie date and then took them off in the theater, so he was bare toes in one of the recliners. Wearing flip-flops is one thing.
Yep.
But to take your putrid feet out of them flip-flops and put your little crusty toes in the recliner, you're nasty. You're nasty. And we already know who did it, but I ain't finna say nothing. I'ma move on.
I don't know what's...
Why'd you need to take your shoes off? I don't like shoes either, but I'm definitely not going in public and taking my shoes off.
I'm not. I'm not
doing
that at all.
Oh my goodness. He told me he liked women who wear their hair like his aunties. Only thing I imagine is them 90s. They used to have them slick buns and the ones that...
Yeah, but why does he love those buns?
Why? And why do you want your woman to look like your auntie? Oh, gosh.
That's insane.
Oh, gosh. Somebody said he wore a visor.
Yeah.
He talks too loud in public.
That's an ick.
That's an ick. He talks too loud in public. They would hate me because I can't hear myself. So.
That's an ick?
Yeah. Oh, this is a big ick. And we're done after this. He changed his voice around certain females to sound hood. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done. Because
you're
a city boy and you for the streets. We're done. We're not doing this. No. So, a lot of these are so... He held his fork like a toddler. Your boy out here like this.
Probably like this.
He had it like this.
Like that. I have to say now, my husband did have his spoon like that for a long time.
Like that.
No. But I asked him, I said, why do you hold your spoon like that? Oh, greedy boy. He said it holds his food a lot better. Then I guess more so just to have a little scoop.
So it was stable.
I guess it was more sturdier for him
stable.
Yeah. But he doesn't do it anymore. But I'm just saying that's what.
And how did he correct this? Wasn't you?
Turn your finger around the other way. Get that spoon up out of there.
Oh gosh. This is what we had to talk about. Oh my goodness. This is perfect.
What's that?
He pronounced breakfast.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
You guys. Let me tell y'all something.
I have the question. Is he from the age 50 to 69? Because I swear, everyone who was born in like the 1940s, 50s, all the way to who we know, born in like 1965, they all have issues pronouncing certain words.
Yep.
And without fail, that age group struggles a lot. And I want to know from y'all, please tell us, do the people in your life, ages 50 to 69, struggle with saying certain words? Please report back.
Like history.
If anything ends in an A, they pronounce it with an
My Lord, a snapping turlock.
Wow.
Okay? So if your name is Letitia, they're going to call you Letitia.
Yep.
Okay?
They sure will.
If you say Virginia, they say Jenna. What state is that? And I be confused. I'm
It's
like,
a state that they know. You don't know it.
I'm so confused.
They're
Like,
gonna get there.
breakfast is one. Breakfast was a big one. Like, what's breakfast? I don't know what breakfast is.
Oh,
But they're
easy.
saying breakfast.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh. It's something else that really ticked me off. It was another word that I can't even think of right now.
It's just the whole pronunciation of it. They say
Certain days of the week.
instead of saying Saturday, they say Saturday,
30.
which is like it's. How you expect us to learn something if you can't pronounce
Oh,
it correctly?
It's
Hold on, but what trips me out is that even though you do help or correct them along and not trying to be funny or anything
Right.
like that, they still pronounce it wrong.
yep.
In the sentence, even thereafter, no matter how many times you correct them, they still pronounce the words incorrectly.
Oh my goodness, and it's only that age group
Yep.
that I noticed that with, not no other age group.
Yeah.
Now I want to know if like diction was taught during that time.
Maybe
Because-
it depends on what area you're in, because you know some areas don't. Education is
That's true.
either more or less depending on the area that you're in.
Right.
So I find if you're in the city, you're not going to learn too much of anything other than you being a slave to the workforce.
Unfortunate.
When you out in the
Unfortunate.
suburbs somewhere, and this is just my era here, because I don't know what y'all young folks doing out here today other than cutting up.
Oh boy.
That's a different story, because y'all mofos definitely need some education.
Well.
So just being in that particular is just crazy.
That's wild. Yeah, I don't know, but conversations are very hard with them
They are,
because I
They
have to
are.
put together context clues to figure out what
We're
they're
talking
trying
about.
to say. So that's the hardest part of the conversation. We love y'all. We don't think nothing wrong with y'all. We just want to know why y'all talk like that. That's all. I just want to know how that happened with all of you. Like,
Yeah, a good portion. That's all. It's like it depends on
as a whole, how did that happen?
in that area, especially for blacks. Especially for blacks. My God.
Especially
My God.
for them.
Yes.
So, now on our last episode, we mentioned about cheating and how about you got one time and that's it, that you're done. Okay? So, I saw this post on Hollywood Unlocked, right? And they took a screenshot of this girl's, I guess it was Twitter, maybe. And she had a post that said, "I will never forget the time when a man thought he could yell in my face. So I offered to Uber him home. As soon as I saw the car reach the highway, I changed the destination to the Toronto Zoo since he want to act like an animal to go be with them." Sis said, "Yeah, driver, change that. New location." So the question is, how did you get your lick back?
Wow.
Now, I've never been the type of person to, ooh. Okay.
Well, I'm not into
No, I don't. I've never gotten my
No.
lick back. I have thought about it like when I was younger, but I realized some stuff ain't just worth my time. But I love hearing other people's petty revenge. So,
Let's hear yours.
with that being said, I'm gonna read some of these comments. So, this lady said, "My ex cheated on me. He had the girl he cheated on me with wash his locks while I was at work. Well, I put Nair in all his shampoo bottles. Okay, bye. His locks was down his back, and he would purchase shampoo in bulks. So I gave him the hookup. When I got off What?
Oh.
I knew he had her wash his hair because his locks were falling out like crazy.
Oh.
Your boy ended up with the Stevie Wonder when he was
Oh. Man.
Oh, she put nair in that man's stuff. Ooh.
That's crazy.
Ooh. Another girl said, I reported to the city he didn't have a permit for his food truck. Because I didn't care why he thought he could play with me when I know all his business. Hello.
Oh, yeah.
One thing you don't do is screw over the person that know all your stuff.
Yep.
Because, baby, they know how to get you.
They're going to do a hell of a revenge
Oh.
if they're that funky of a person.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh. She sent him a tape of her and another dude swinging from the chandelier.
Oh.
But he still begged her to stay.
He like when he saw them chandeliers.
I can't. He said, you ain't never done that with me. Oh, no. You stand until I get this. Oh, no.
My man's like, hold up. He get that and I don't.
Oh, gosh.
Now that's funny.
Oh, my goodness. That is hilarious.
That is funny.
Oh, my goodness. That is hilarious. Oh, man. Somebody said he couldn't buy his own Uber. Hello. Somebody said you dealing with a homeless man. Y'all,
She just
stop.
want him to go. That's it. That's all she wanted him to do. Just go.
Hold on, wait. Here it is. Right here. This is me getting my lick back. I made myself unavailable. No calls, no texts, no helping, no me ever again at all. Period.
Yep.
The end. That's your lick back right there. You will have no access to this ever again.
None.
Done. We're done.
None.
Shut down.
Absolutely.
Game over.
Okay.
So another question
Okay.
came across my Reddit. Okay. And this one was a tough one for me. But it was just, my answer was based off just the title alone. So we're going to read the details. Am I the butthole for wanting my sister to change her wedding date because it falls on my graduation? Okay. My sister is getting married next year, May 17th, 2025. The original post was in 2024, okay? They've just edited some stuff, okay? But we're not going to go into the edits. We're just going to go based off this original post, okay? This is a problem because I graduate that day. I was informed about the date in March. Long story short, I was looking at my academic calendar just a few days ago, and I found out that that was my graduation day. My school usually graduates during the first week of May, so this surprised me. I let my parents know about the date, and they told me to tell my sister when I told her about the date. They told me to tell my sister. When I told her about the date, I asked her if I could change the date. Why would you? I guess she meant to say she asked her if she could change the date. Okay. She told that she already changed the date. Good. They must be typing fast because, boy, these typos are serious. She told me that she already changed the date 3 times and she wasn't going to change it for a 4th. She told me that she was sorry and she'll understand if I can't come. I was kind of upset by this, but girl, what in the world? I was kind of upset by this because I thought it was very dismissive. I'm assuming she's trying to say. When I told her that, she got mad and told me that I can't expect her to try and change her date again and that it was set and it was final. Now I'm kind of worried that none of my family members would be at my graduation and I won't be able to see my sister get married. I understand that it's an inconvenience for her, but she could change her wedding date. I have no control over my graduation date. When I talked to my parents about who's going to be at my graduation, they just told me not to worry about that right now because it's not time to stress about that. But I am. My parents are telling me that they are going to try and convince my sister to change the date, but I doubt she will. That's the end of it. Now, this post was originally July 17th, 2024. We have now reached that that day. Okay? May 17th was the week before last. So with that being said, there are a lot of edits. Here we go. I got the update. If you and I were in this dilemma and I had my graduation and you were getting married and we are 10 months away, would you change the date for your wedding to make sure that I was able to see you get married and you were able to attend my graduation?
Yeah, I probably would. But that's the type of person I am, though.
Thank you. I would do the same thing. For one, it is 10 months away. You have time to find a venue, no matter how many times you've changed that date already. For my sister, I'm changing the date. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't care how many times I got to change the date. It's far away.
Right.
It's not like it's next week. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You have time to make these edits. That's why you start a year in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So to say that about your sister, that was trash to me. Because if you really love your sister, you would compromise on that no matter how many. I don't care how many times I would have had to change my date to make sure that you were there.
Right.
There's no way that I'm not having you at my graduation. And I know you wouldn't not have me at your wedding. Like, that's dumb. That is so stupid. 10 months away? Like, that's wild.
You can change it. This just sounds like selfishness.
It's just exactly what it was.
It's my wedding day.
And I already changed it 3 times. Who cares? It's 10 months away.
So it just basically said that you really don't care too much about your sister. It's
Period.
all about you. You've been selfish.
Exactly.
You've been selfish.
Now, here's the heartbreaking part. So, it's May 20th now, and I graduated. Everyone in my family went to my sister's wedding. I didn't go. My parents left me my mom's car so I'd have transportation while they were away and could still make it to my graduation. I graduated top 5 in my class, and I did felt alone. When my name was called, a few people in the crowd clapped, but it wasn't like everyone else who had their whole families cheering, yelling, and making noise. It was very embarrassingly quiet. You could feel that I didn't have anyone there. However, I didn't even know my school live streamed graduations on Facebook until the day afterwards. The camera angle was so far away you couldn't really see me though. You could only hear my voice and / see me when I was at the podium reading the pledge and when they said my name. Was this a high school graduation at that? I'm confused because this sounds like a high school graduation.
It does.
She said, afterwards, I went to McDonald's and then went home because my graduation ended around 5 p.m. and my parents didn't make it home until around 11 that night. This is breaking my heart for real. My parents tried to plan a celebratory dinner for me Sunday, but the place I really wanted to eat at is closed on Sundays and Mondays. Now they're pushing it to this Saturday so everyone in the family could come. I don't want none of y'all Negroes there anymore. Screw all of you. Because... no.
Yeah, is it a high school graduation?
I don't know. She said she was reading the Pledge of Allegiance at the podium.
So wait, so is that middle school? Nobody reads the Pledge of Allegiance.
Not at no collegiate. Not on the collegiate
wait,
level.
She said they left the car.
They left the car. I mean, some high schoolers drive, so I don't know.
Right? No. That's what I'm saying. I'm checking off the fact that she's not an elementary school kid, not a middle school kid. Now you talking about Pledge of Allegiance? I don't think they do that in college.
Exactly. So it sounds like
high school graduation.
At the end of the day, that is still trash. Hold on. So I already told them they can't really make up for missing my graduation. That's on period. Mm-hmm. At least that's how I feel. A dinner after the fact doesn't fix how invisible I felt, to be honest. And I'm with you on that. They really treated you like you were nothing. And I'm sorry about that.
If it's a kid, yeah, because it's a high school graduation.
Right. Even college, like they really treated her like she was nothing because she had time to change the date again. It was one day. Whether you moved it forward or backward, it was one day to ensure that your sister would be with you and you would be with your sister. Mm-hmm. That was it. One day. I don't care if I changed it 10 times. I'm going to change it to what works for both of us.
Right.
And that's on period.
But again, it goes back to the relationship they have with the siblings.
clearly it's not a strong one because she didn't give crap about her. It's not a strong relationship. She did not give a crap about her at all. So now they're upset that I said dinner wouldn't really make up for missing my graduation. They said that they thought long and hard about it and figured I'd still have the chance to graduate college later on. So it's high school. So it's high school. And they could see me then. But you only get one high school graduation. That's trash. Baby girl, baby boy.
Oh, she probably just get one wedding.
I apologize, whoever you are, on behalf of your family. Congratulations. You did it. Whether they raggedy tails were there or not. But lesson to you, you know where they stand on you. Do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. And I hope you meet other people that you can choose as family. Because oftentimes the one you choose will treat you better than blood. Prayers and blessings to you. Yeah. I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you did it, Najee Ramba. Because that done pissed me off so bad. Your sister is trash, so are your parents. Oh, that's terrible.
That is terrible.
Let me get it together because I'm about to.
Sorry, kid. Sorry.
That's it, though. Like, we done for today.
Isn't that something?
I left angry today, y'all. I'm pissed. That really messed me up.
But that was, so that person was graduating this year.
Yes, that was this year. This was, so the original post was from last year, July.
Okay.
On May 20th, last Tuesday, that was the update.
Oh, okay.
That she graduated basically by herself. Everyone went to her sister's wedding.
Hey, high school.
Who has a wedding on a Tuesday? That was petty. A graduation on a Tuesday at that? She really could have changed it. Come on.
She could have if she wanted to.
Come on, that's trash. And then your own parents? Like,
sometimes parents try to stay out of it. Oh, I don't want
but
to.
your child's graduation, you already went to her graduation.
Apparently, your parents don't care either.
That's what I said. Your parents don't care. Your parents are trash. Your sister is trash. And they were apparently being raised by trash parents. And that's how all the trash got collectively together. I can't help you. Recycle? I don't know. What? On that note, y'all.
Yes.
Be blessed.
Till next time.
Until the next episode. Bye.